So if we're going to make change, we have to give each other feedback. And there is a way to give feedback, and I'm sure that you have great skills and they work well. What I'd like to do is propose a process model to you so you can check what you're doing now and see what might be missing or what you could add, and if this one works for you. So the idea with professional feedback is that there are 4 steps. And the 4 steps are to describe the situation that's happening, to express your feelings about it, to give a reason, and to offer an alternative behaviour. So you don't just dump, you actually offer an alternative behaviour. So say, for instance, someone was interrupting you constantly in meetings. It's unsuitable to say, "Hey, you're interrupting me and that's really bad." That doesn't work. Instead you say, "When I'm in a meeting, and I get interrupted constantly, I feel really concerned because I've got something to add and I don't seem to be able to get it across." Alternative behaviour. What I'd love is if we could just watch in meetings that we're not interrupting each other for critical content, and that would be so much better. Another thing is to actually add a positive before or after. So you may say, "Thanks for having a coffee with me, John," and at the end say, "I think our meetings will work so much better and we'll enjoy them so much more if we are able to do that." So professional feedback has positive at the beginning, positive at the end. We sandwich that with describing the situation, expressing feeling, giving a reason, and offering an alternative behaviour. Great words to kick off each of those 4 stages are "when," "I feel," "because," "I would prefer," or maybe "maybe." Any words that suit you, but they are suggestions. Now, a little tip is that the feedback script is a skill of assertion. So it is unsuitable to say, "When you interrupt me constantly." A skill of assertion only uses the word "I." So you would say, "When I am interrupted," not "when you interrupt me." That will aggravate them. So let's look at another example, an example where perhaps there's no space for you to speak. There's a concept they call man-standing, where one person's voice is being heard and no one else gets to speak. So instead of saying, "Oh, you talk all the time," instead we'll say, "Thanks for sitting down and speaking with me, John. You know, I found that in the meeting there was probably just one voice being heard, and that made me feel worried because I think other people had something to input. I wonder if we should watch out for that and make sure that everybody gets an input. Perhaps we could have a time out in the meeting where we look at who's contributing and who hasn't contributed and make sure." I think that'd be really great, and I can see from your expression you think that that's a really great idea too, and I love that when you're so welcoming to new ideas. Feedback script, try it, it works.